drought, extreme heat waves, and big wildfires that are playing out right across the country. These are the events. They are caused by climate change and they are affecting people today. My name is Merit Turetsky, and I hold a Canada Research Chair in Integrative Biology. Forest fires are absolutely a natural part of our forests. In fact, our forests need fire to maintain themselves. But what's happened as a result of climate change is we are turning up the dial of burning. What we're seeing is larger fires, more intense fires caused by warming, caused by the extreme droughts that also are associated with climate change. My students and I describe ourselves as fire chasers. We work with fire management agencies, we work with NASA, and we chase fires. We are interested in areas where fires are burning very deeply into the ground. For example, we know that permafrost thaws in response to wildfire. My research develops the tools that firefighters and fire managers need to adapt to these changing fire conditions. It's wonderful to be a member of the University of Guelph community when we're surrounded by a broader community that cares in research, that's willing to invest in research, and is willing to work with us to find solutions for the next century.
So Lyme disease has been on the rise in Canada, and over the past 5 years, we've seen about a threefold increase. Just between 2016 and 2017, prevalence of Lyme disease in humans doubled. I'm Dr. Mulaney Wills, and I'm the director of the G. Magnata Lyme Disease Research Lab. The niche that the tick vector occupies is actually expanding in Canada due to things like global warming. So we are seeing an increasing public health threat because people are more at risk when they're in the natural environment. And if they're not aware of mitigation strategies, then that translates to increases in disease burden. We have not traditionally dealt with Lyme disease in Canada, so it's new for clinicians. It's also new for the general public. So people might not be taking precautions when they go out in nature. They're not aware of it. And if they do fall ill, they're not registering that their symptoms actually might be due to Lyme disease. This team of people is dedicated to changing the diagnostic and treatment landscape and ultimately be able to treat people more effectively so that they don't have lingering symptoms of Lyme disease. When the G. Magnata Foundation for Vector-Borne Diseases was looking for a partner, they wanted to establish Canada's first facility to study the human impact of Lyme disease, and they found that in the University of Guelph.
My name is Evan Fraser, and I'm the director of the Aral Food Institute at the University of Guelph. And I work on one of humanity's biggest challenges, how to safely, equitably, nutritiously feed the world's growing population. We have a huge number of challenges when it comes to thinking about how to feed the future. First of all, we need to produce enough food. We also need to make sure that food is equitably distributed, that we don't waste food, and that the food itself is nutritious. The University of Guelph's research and expertise is devoted towards finding solutions at all steps along that farm to fork continuum. At the farm end, we're working to harness the power of big data analytics, artificial intelligence, and robotics to develop tools that will allow farmers to produce more food with less environmental impact. For consumers, we've got projects like the Guelph Family Health Study that's working to track families year in, year out as a way of understanding how and why people make healthy lifestyle choices. One of the things that really inspires me about working at the University of Guelph is our ability to work with the next generation. We're really working hard to balance both the cutting-edge scientific training with the more fundamental social skills that students require in order to thrive in the new world of work.
Being at the University of Guelph, it has taught me some amazing things, being a great athlete, being a great student, but also, most importantly, being a great community member. I'm Gabe Ferraro. I'm in my final year here at the University of Guelph in the Bachelor of Commerce, and I'm part of the varsity football team. Being a varsity athlete here at Guelph is awesome. I mean, there's so much support. Just the facilities we have through training and through the weight room we have make us the best athletes we can be on the field. As a commerce student, we have the brand new building in McDonald Hall. Now the business students have this central hub on campus, students, faculty, and anything else you need all together in one place. I think the culture and the vibe at U of Guelph is awesome. I mean, it's very helpful. Everyone's always looking to give a helping hand to someone else, and being at Guelph in my first couple of years, I found it was okay to ask questions and to learn from older people. Now that I am one of the older students, I find myself mentoring and helping some of the younger students. So as I leave Guelph, I plan to just continue doing the same thing and continue helping people and looking for help when I need it.
I'm Maria Kazia Matthias, a third-year microbiology co-op student. When I was accepted to all the universities that I chose, I weighed my options, the pros and cons. The one thing that GUELPH stood out was their program. Something so specific like microbiology, where I can specialize in one branch of science, is something that I wanted to do. I feel that GUELPH has supported me a lot. Just the privilege to work in this molecular lab. I'm under the co-op program, and that's what actually landed me the job here during my first co-op work term in the summer. But when I walked away, I probably learned a whole lot more than I would have in my whole undergrad, and that's just amazing.